During this holiday season, give your loved ones a gift that keeps on giving for the rest of their life. Torpedo Pot is the only affordable self-growing flower pot that ensures your future food survival. All you do is add soil, seeds, and seedlings to the flower pot and watch your plants grow. Torpedo Pot can grow nutritious food in such abundance and variety that you can produce more food than your local farm. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
So they say the founding branch of Black Lives Matter could lose its nonprofit status if the organization leaders do not provide its financial records to the IRS in less than 2 months. And they say the California Department of Justice sent a letter to Black Lives Matter Global Network on January 31 alleging the organization has failed to submit its annual financial reports and is in delinquent status. Now, the California Attorney General Ron Bonta said if the documents are not submitted within 60 days of the letter, the BLM will lose its tax-exempt status and could face tax penalties. Now, the organization leaders will be held personally liable for late fees for every month or partial month for the report is late. He said the Justice Department and Washington State ordered the agency to stop fundraising. He said BLM reportedly ceased online solicitations on Wednesday. He said charitable assets cannot be used to pay these avoidable costs, Bonta wrote. So accordingly, directors, trustees, officers, and return preparers responsible for failure for timely the file of documents will be personally liable for payment of all penalties, interest, and other costs incurred to restore the exempt status. Now, however, he said there's no recognized leader of the organization that received $90 million in donations in 2020. And they said the organization's executive director and co-founder of the movement, Patrisse Cullors, stepped down in May after being criticized about her multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio. So the other co-founders had already cut ties with the organization, and everyone else declined to assume the role. Now, Cullors, was credited with the first tweeting of the hashtag Black Lives Matter in July 2013. It said after a Florida jury acquitted George Zimmerman, which that devil. It said her friend and activist Alicia Garza posted a love letter to black people on Facebook following the verdict saying Our Lives Matter, to which Cullors replied with the hashtag Black Lives Matter. Now, New York activist Opal Tometi and then used the hashtag to mobilize a collective of organizations, and activists Garza and Tometi have since left the organization. Now, this is the thing. It's also been coming out that Patrisse Cullors is kind of scared right now. And I know why the sister's scared right now. I know why she's scared, because she see what's going down. She see these folks are trying to lay all the blame on her and those other women. Yeah. This is why Malcolm X said a long time ago, don't let these folks in anything that we're doing that fights for our community. They can't be the leader of nothing. They can't have access to no money or anything that we're doing. Nope, it can't happen. They can donate. If they want to help and be an ally, go be an ally or help to change some laws that's wrong that is on the books. If they want to be an ally, go fight in the courtroom for equal and fair treatment. You understand? Making sure that the juries isn't all white juries. And what I mean by all white in this day and time, sometimes it is all white, but we don't need to have 9, 10 white folks on the jury. No. When it comes to black people, at least 50% of the jury need to be black. Fight for a law like that due to the history of racism in this country. So something like that. They let these folks come in and just start money coming in and money going out. And so they said Black Lives Matter Global Network spent $8.4 million in operating costs in 2020 and distributed $21.7 million in grants to 33 other organizations. It said ended the year with $60 million, right? So they only spend like about, not that much. They say according to the IRS, that charitable organizations have until May 15th of the following year to submit the required document. Now, the BLM requested a 6-month extension. The documents were then due on November 15th. Cullors stepped down on May 21. Weeks after a news report revealed she had recently purchased 4 high-end properties in California and Georgia. She then appointed 2 senior executives to lead the organizations, but both women said they did not accept the offer. It said although the media advisory was released indicating that they were tapped to play the role of senior co-executives of BLM GN, said we were not able to come to an agreement as an acting leadership council as a scope of work and authority. Now that's a Makana Thimba and a Monifa Bandele. It said appointees. It said as a result, we did not have the opportunity to serve in this capacity. Now, so the organization is not only without a leader, but the California DOJ alleges the address on the tax return form in organization incorrect. Said Colors faced criticism for buying the properties totaling $3.2 million, but she said they were not purchased with BLM funding. Said Colors published 2 books and had a deal with YouTube and Warner Brothers. She also co-owns a gallery. It's like now Colors told reporters she garnered the properties to maintain financial stability. It said family members of black people killed by police were some of the most vocal critics of the purchase, and rightfully so. Because you getting paid off and no. Now, I said Lisa Simpson, the mother of an 18-year-old black man who was killed by police in 2016, said the organization was using her loved one's death for publicity and profit. Yes, that's exactly what they was doing. They wait for a black man to be killed, and then here they come, and they finesse a bag every time off of dead black men. And these white liberals are right there with them getting the bag. But see, Patrice Cullors and the rest of them, they're gonna learn the hard way. They're gonna learn the hard way. Now, Cullors had told the LA Times of all the allegations have led to a post-traumatic stress, adding that she lives in constant fear because the ordeal has made her a bigger target for assassination threats. Now, Patrice, nobody ain't trying to hurt you. What are you talking about? But okay. He said a frequent reoccurrence for Cullors. She said while leading BLM, said she checked herself into a mental treatment facility shortly after stepping down. She said, I really thought I was going to die. That's what she told the LA Times. She said, I thought I was going to either going to get killed by a crazy white supremacist. He said, are they going to show up in my house, or I was going to harm myself. He said, I was really preparing for death. Boy. But when y'all was getting that bag, you weren't even thinking that way, right? Now, it was also reported that the organization Cullors founded was among those who received grants in 2020. BLM allocated $1.4 million to reform LA jails. They also report Reform LA jails then gave $205,000 to a consulting firm owned by Cullors and her spouse, Janaea Khan. It said Reform LA jails also gave $270,000 to Chrisman Bowers, treasurer of the BLM PAC, $211,000 to Asha Bandeli. It said a friend of Cullors who co-wrote her memoir, and another $86,000 to Trap Heels LLC, an entertainment clothing and consulting company started by Damon Turner, the father of Cullors' child, according to a news report. So with Patrice Cullors, she's sitting up here acting like, oh, well, everybody coming after me, but chick, you was getting access to the money and you were making sure all your friends and everybody was good. Your baby daddy and all that. You made sure everybody had got some of that money. That money wasn't raised for your baby daddy to be getting money, for your wife to be getting money. No, that was raised for the community. It was raised to give the Black Lives Matter organizations that's in the cities money to operate. These people are paying out of their own pocket to do this. And y'all are keeping the bag. And you have to understand, this Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation showed up in 2020. It wasn't always in existence, people. So they found a way to get a bag. They got it. And all them liberals that was with you, they disappeared. Nobody say they running it right now. But they keep bringing up her name. Man, Patrice Cullors. I would say something, but I don't want them to be accusing me of something. The only thing I would say is maybe you need to holler at Uncle Russell Simmons. I would say that much at this point. They say it's unclear how many BLM chapters are linked to the California-based organizations. However, it says some have complained about the lack of financial and active support they have received from the organizations. Now they said also the conservative groups say they're going to make a complaint against BLM. They said the National Legal and Policy Center will be filing a formal complaint. It said and the Attorney Generals of Washington and California to impose maximum penalties on BLM Global Network Foundation for the flagrant and repeated violations of the charity disclosure laws in those states. And it seems in many others, the Center of Legal Counsel has stated. So let me tell y'all something. Yeah, they coming at y'all. They coming at y'all. And guess what? Guess what? All your Democrat friends that help you set all that mess up and all of that, where they at? Where they at? Or as they say on the song, where they at though? They're gonna leave you with the criminal charges. Because you know that's gonna come, right? All this they're talking about, nobody know where the money at. Nobody even know where the $60 million at. Nobody know. So, but you know, if you listen to Malcolm X, this wouldn't have happened. But let me know in the comments y'all think about the situation with BLM Global Network Foundation. Now, in the future, follow what Malcolm X says when you start an organization. Remember, they can't be in the leadership. They can't have access to the money. They can't have access to the direction. None of that. Okay? That just, they can't do it. They can assist by changing laws. They can assist by, they can donate. Donations are okay. You could donate. But no, we're not going to do anything more than that. It's going to be just a regular donation. And anyway, when you start them 501c3s or whatever, you put yourself in the crosshairs anyway. That's why the Bible say pay the Caesar what is Caesar. In other words, just pay your taxes on what you're getting and you ain't gonna have no problem. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.